everybody, it is me, Emily. I'm really excited to be doing my first ever YouTube live stream. I'm a bit nervous, but hopefully it will be nice and fun and not too complicated. I'm not very technologically minded, that's the only kind of issue, and the thing I was worried about is that I've had to set up all the technology myself, and that's really new for me and really tricky, but hopefully everything is good and you can see me and you can hear me. If you can't, please be sure to let me know. Hi, Kazwan, it's so nice. I'm so happy that you're here. That's so exciting. I am going to be making my mini builds. So I normally make these builds as part of my short series and I post every other day, which means every week I have to make at least 3 and like every other week I have to make 4, if that makes sense. So these take quite a lot of planning, and my usual kind of method is I will have to plan the build, which is what we're going to do today. We're going to figure out what I want to make for my short series this week, and we'll plan them out because I have to make them, take a picture of them, and then I record them separately because I like when I record for the short series them to all just be really quick and like look like I know exactly what I'm doing. So that's what we're going to get up to today. Also, my island is beautiful and sunny because I have it set 12 hours before, so it's 8 p.m. in England, but I'm recording at 8 a.m. on my actual island. Just so that it was all nice and bright and sunny. Should we change up my outfit? I feel like I could dress like myself today. Let's see, let's pick a new outfit. What shall we do? How is everyone's day going? I had work today, which was not very fun. It was okay with the weekends. Even though it's like annoying to be working a weekend, I will say weekends at work are kind of fun just because there's a lot less staff members in the office. I work in an office. So it just ends up feeling a lot more chilled out and relaxed. I'm just figuring out what I want to wear today. Maybe something black to match like the outfit I've currently got on. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's put some shorts on because it's summer. Not those shorts. Maybe these shorts. Maybe. These are like my favourite shorts, the lace ones. I think they look so cool. Let's go for those. And what shall I wear on my head? Ooh, the bunny ears. Of a cap. Maybe this. Honestly, maybe I don't wear something in my hair today. You got 6 weeks off school? Ah, that's so nice. That's so nice. That is lovely. Do you know what? The summer holidays, when you're at school, I think are just like the best time. Like, there's so much. Summer holiday time is so much better than regular summers, like when it's not a break from school. Because it's just like that 6 weeks, no pressure, no stress, just so nice. I hope for you don't have to be like too stressed about going back to school. Because I feel like if you're worried about going back to school, then that kind of can ruin the summer holidays. But hopefully you're not feeling too worried about it. Okay, look, here can be our outfit for the first little bit of the game. I reckon that will do just fine. And let's start picking our 4x4 build. So I can do something a little bit fairy cool, maybe, glamorous. Ooh, I do want to do something like a flower market. I've not done that before, and I've been making these shorts for nearly a year now, so why don't we do a flower market? I feel like a flower market would benefit from some custom design, or not custom design, just island designer pathing. If you can hear any clicking, by the way, it's from my Joy-Cons. Oh my goodness, so you're going to a new school. Do you know what? I don't know if you've ever moved school before, but I will give you my tip because I moved schools. So at least in England, I'm not sure where you're from. Yay, flower market. I did obviously like primary school, and then everyone goes to a new school for their secondary school, and then I switched schools during my secondary, and I switched very late, and I think that was really tricky because I switched in like just the like penultimate year of school, secondary school. So when I was 15 I moved schools, and it was like in the middle of everyone's GCSEs, and basically a lot of people already had friendship groups, and that was really stressful for me going in, because also I'm quite a shy person. I'm a lot better now, like now I think I could move schools and just talk to people, but I was so worried. And yeah, I was really, really worried, and everyone already had friends, and I remember just thinking like, oh, this is really, really awful because everybody already knows each other. My best tip would be, whoever you sit next to in class, just tell them your name. That sounds like not a great tip, like, I don't know, maybe that sounds very basic, but if you are at all like me and you feel really shy, like I didn't know how to talk to anyone, and I feel like it just helps. Just say like, hey, I'm Emily, nice to meet you, I just moved here. And then already, let's say that you have 10 different subjects, that's already hopefully 10 new people that now know your name and you've spoken to. Because it is scary, it's really hard moving schools. And I wish you all the best, I really hope. Like, yeah, I just wish you all the best. That is scary, but it will be absolutely fine. And school feels like such a big thing. I remember especially when I was moving schools, I felt like, oh my god, if I'm not popular, if I don't have friends from school, I will not have friends. And what I will say now, I've been through college and through university, so I'm completely done with my education now. My best friends are from college and uni. Like when I think of, oh, who am I going to invite to my wedding in the future or whatever, let me be very clear, I'm not engaged, I'm single. But as in like, when I think, oh, what kind of people would be my bridesmaids, or like where would my best friends come from, I don't really think anyone from school would be there. So it's okay, like it's not the most horrible end of the world thing. It feels like a lot when you're in there, but it's only at most 5 years if you're just going into like year 7, and it'll be absolutely fine. But yeah, I hope that all works out well for you. I'm just hunting for some stalls for this flower market, but I do think maybe the flower bed. If anyone is wondering about my kind of typical process, I like to just grab a whole bunch of items and then kind of play around, see what fits. So I normally take way more items than I'm actually going to need for the build I want to make. And yeah, I just find that like a pretty effective way to work. So grabbing anything that looks fun, that looks flowery. I'm not sure what kind of colour scheme I'm going to go for yet, but to be fair, if I need to, I can always go and get stuff customised over at Reese and Cyrus's. The acapella job was the absolute, like, for me, best addition to the game. Obsessed with it, adore it, I love going to Halves Island now. I used to never go, now I have a reason to go to Halves Island. And yeah, the customization options are just objectively amazing, incredible, love them. Let me see, maybe a signpost, maybe some wooden boxes. What else? Ooh, the flower mirror for a flower market could be kind of cool. Maybe a flower cup. Is there any, I was hoping to find like a bouquet. Plants, it could be more of a plant shop rather than a specific flower area, perhaps. Ooh, butterfly models, that's for sure not a bad shout. Honestly, the marigold decoration could work. Okay, let's get playing with what I already have. I will say I already have a feeling that the wooden path was not the right shout, only because surely it would make more sense to have something that I can plant flowers onto. I feel like that would just make more sense, so let's switch it out. Yeah, I had work all day today, so in the office, but like I said, it's a lot more chill on the weekends, and I work 9 to 5, so it's nice because I still feel like I have that whole evening to myself, which I really like. If you can hear any movement, it's just my flatmates coming in. And talking of flatmates and flats and whatever, I have just moved in to a new flat. But right now I'm in my uni room, which I've like shown before and people might know or have seen. I don't do that much like face videos, so it's not super common that I'm in my bedroom. But yeah, I just moved in to my university. No, oh my gosh, it's hard talking live. That's what I'm learning, is it's really hard to just kind of talk live because I'm so used to editing my videos and writing out what I'm gonna say and stuff. This is very new, very different for me, but having fun. Think it's going okay. I don't know, it's fine. Hopefully I'll get more used to it as I practice and go live more often. Also, thank you so much, Kazwan. You're so sweet. I'm so glad that you're here. It really means a lot because I know that you told me you were like gonna try and make it on time, so I really, really do appreciate you being here. But yeah, I still have my university accommodation until the end of the summer, so I move out because I'm graduated now, and then I move out. Sorry, just moving my chair over. I will be moving out at the end of August, but I've also moved in to a new flat. It's just kind of like it wasn't available, so we had to move in a bit early. Let me just quickly change this. I like the white, but I want it to be a yellow custom design, only because I feel like yellow is going to be kind of my theme for this build. Nice yellow flower market. I think that will be really cute. But yeah, there's a bit of an overlap. Oh, if I'm doing yellow, then why have I got this pink tree? I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Oh well, I guess, well, I can always re-customize the stall to be pink if I decide to go for a pink theme, but I do think yellow would look kind of good, so I'm gonna go for it. Oh, you know what we can do? We can put a custom design back here and have it be like the person running the stall. If it doesn't look ridiculous, we'll see. It might look absolutely awful. But see, let's pick, for example, the forest dress, put it in. And yeah, you can't really tell. Well, you can tell that it's a headless person, but it's Animal Crossing, so I'm just gonna go for it. I think that's cool. Yeah, so I've moved into my new flat, and it's kind of like, I have about a month now where I can be moving my stuff into my new flat whilst I still have this old place. The old place is really convenient because it is right next door to my work. Like, I don't have to take the train, I don't have to do anything like that, so it's really nice and easy for me to get to work. The new place is in South London, so I'm excited to be moving down there. Here's my marigold decoration, that looks great. Let's see, if I place a butterfly, I'm not sure if I like the butterfly right there. The butterfly might do better on a box. I know I got some wooden boxes, so let me see. Butterfly model. And I'm very excited about the new place. I'll definitely be filming some content there, but I'm gonna customize this stall. Sorry, it's so hard talking live. I keep getting distracted by what I'm saying and what I'm doing. Definitely a skill that I need to practice, but don't worry, I'm going to be going live nice and often soon, hopefully. Yes. What was I saying? I'm going to be filming content. Yes, I'm going to be filming content in the new place. And it's cute. I'm making it really cute. It's my first time having a double bed, so I'm very excited about that. I've got lovely bedding. I don't know how you guys are, but I really wanted to have like a colour theme for my bedroom. And in this uni room, I've been doing pink and yellow. Those were kind of the colours I picked when I was coming to uni. That is not how I wanted the stall to go. There we go. Yeah, I did pink and yellow, so I wanted something different, and I have gone for sage green as my colour theme, which I think is going to be very, very elegant, very classy, very grown up, because yeah, I was like, I'm 21 years old now, I want to have a big girl's bedroom. It sounds silly, but yeah, I really did want like a nice, elegant bedroom, and I just felt like sage green would do that for me. But somehow it's ended up being sage green and pink, so my new bedroom, I'm going to be painting the walls. I'm not sure if I'm even really allowed, but I am going to be painting the walls. And I'm painting the walls, 3 of them white, nice and bright, but I think my headboard wall, where the headboard is and where my desk is going to go, I'm going to paint it pink. a very pastel, like muted pink, but still, but also pink and green hopefully are going to look very nice together. If you ever go live, Kazwan, I will make sure to be there. I will be watching, so make sure that you let me know. I would love to see you go live. So yeah, I will make sure that I'm there if you ever do want to go live. Sorry, I keep hitting my Joy-Cons on the desk, so sorry, that must sound very annoying. Okay, I think we should go get some actual flowers for this flower market. I'm thinking if I pluck a yellow mum, I can drop or like place that and it makes a little vase, and I think that will look really cute. Let's go. Let me see, place item. Yeah, I think that is good. And now I just have this like awkward, this awkward space, and I don't know what I want to do with it. It's kind of like a weird, uncomfortable corner. But hey, this left side is looking great. If I ever want to make mini builds in a 2x4 space, then I will just post this and it will look great. What can I put here? The thing is my mind is screaming at me, put a little tree. That's what you should do, Emily. You should put a little tree here, because that's what I do in all my builds when I don't know what I want to do, is I just put a little tree. And you know, I could put one here, but I feel like it doesn't work. This isn't meant to be a forest, it's meant to be a flower market. Maybe some fencing. Let's return to the storage and we'll see if we can find some fencing that would work. Yellow though is a tricky colour, but maybe the country fencing could go like we've got the bright yellow, then we do some darker. Oh, gyroid, that yellow gyroid is gonna be awesome. I can already tell it's gonna be an absolute smash hit. Maybe some simple fencing, definitely some country fencing, maybe some hedges. I feel like you just have to take way more items than I think I'm going to use, and hopefully something will work. Wooden chair. Oh, I know I can customize a wooden stool and make it match. Wait, a wooden stool and make it match the stool I already have, so we could try that. I might need more miscellaneous items. Maybe a yellow mushroom. I don't know, if you were like a flower seller, maybe you also sell yellow mushrooms. I don't know how it works. Don't blame me. Don't look at me for answers. Some bins. Okay, I feel like I'm starting to, now that I'm picking up more items, I'm starting to get ideas for like how I could go for this, so no problem. Maybe a hose pipe, like they have to, oh my pockets are full, but now I've got ideas, because a hose pipe and it's like, oh, they have to irrigate the land. We do have to shoot down the balloon. I'm aware that that's annoying, but look, what if the balloon had a flower item inside? Like, I just wouldn't be able to forgive myself. It might have the perfect item and then I just leave it. Like, that would be ridiculous. Let's see. Nope, it's bells. That's fine, no, because I do actually need bells on this island. This is my fairy court island, by the way. Super quick island tour. Whoa. Forest. That's what you're going to get to see. Yeah, this is my big fairy court island. It has been an absolute trek to finish it. It's so nearly done. And yet also I feel like I still have huge areas. But the main huge area is just like all around here, around my crescent moon pond, and then this bit here to the left. And this is going to be, tell me if you can guess what this is. We have a house made of straw, a house made of sticks, and a house made of bricks. Oh, I'll leave the crowd some time. Yes, it is. Oh my god, what's it called? It's the Three Little Pigs story. So I need to build that, but like that's what I'm going to be making in that area. And after that we're done. The only thing is my beaches. I have not got anything on my beaches at the moment other than one beach that I did a beach design challenge for, because beaches are so hard. Like, actually impossible. Sorry, but I want to get a street lamp, so let me drop some items. well, I can put some items away because there's a few things that I picked up that I now know I'm not going to use. So let me put those back into my storage. What was I saying? Yeah, I've not done my beaches. However, the issue I'm having is that I really don't want to, and I hate designing beaches. But at the same point, if I'm going to have spent like hours, I think I've been on this island for definitely I've been on this island for over a year now, I think. Yeah, I must have been on this island for over a year. It is for Three Little Pigs. Yeah, if I'm going to have been on this island for over a year, and I'm gonna like make a whole thing, like do my final dreamer dress tour. Sorry, let me tie my hair back. It's bothering me. If I'm gonna do like my final dreamer dress tour and stuff, and release a dreamer dress and have it just be this whole thing, do I want to release an island and like it all be finished other than the beaches? I just feel like, at that point, like I may as well push and try and get the beaches done, but I don't like doing beaches. I don't know, but also it's Animal Crossing, so it's all easy and I'll just see how I feel, and if all I'm going to do is plant some flowers on the beaches, then that's all I'll do, and it will still be cute and it will still be fine. Okay, yes, hello Forsythia. Yes, that looks awesome. I just want to hide the blue pot. Like, I like the actual item, but the blue pot doesn't quite match the colour theme. But look, I'll just put a wooden box in front, and now it looks a bit like it's growing out from the wooden box, so I'm okay with that. Maybe I could put something just small just on top of the box, but I'm not sure what would be good. That's where my gyroid's gonna go. Yes, okay, already loving it. I need a flower back here. That's what I need, is a flower actually on the ground. Do I want to do a yellow mum though? Because I've already got the yellow mum like planted. I could go white. I have some white. I could do cosmos, white and yellow. Why don't we grab a few different flowers and just see what takes our fancy? Maybe a hyacinth. Shall I grab a mum too? I do have space for it, so let's grab a mum as well and we'll see. Do you know what? I did not know, like, when I started playing this game and I saw mum flowers, I didn't know what they were, and it took me way too long to realise that they were chrysanthemums. I don't know if anyone else knew that, but I had absolutely no idea. I was like, what's a mum flower? But yeah, chrysanthemums. Okay. The white cosmos flower is fine, but I feel like there's not enough white going on in the build for that to be working and doing what I want. Let me just try the yellow mum. I already have one in the build, but maybe already having one will mean that they look good together. I'm not enthralled. I'm not looking at this and falling in love. Maybe purple, because I have purple here. Maybe I get a purple flower. That might be it. That might be interesting. See, these 4x4 builds, they do take me quite a bit of planning, because I really want the build to be good and I want them to be engaging. Because it's so little space, I feel like every item I place really has to pull its weight and kind of help add something or bring something into the build, so it can end up being quite a lot. Yes, okay, purple is definitely the right choice. I think that was a lot better. Let's see how the hedge looks. Okay, no to the hedge, that's a easy no. How about country fencing? The issue with the country fencing is it ends up all being like, it creates this straight line, and typically my tip or like my thing in Animal Crossing is I try not to make two straight lines, so let's not have that. Maybe we put fencing here. Yeah, that's okay, that's fine. A bit of fencing here. good. I'm liking that. I'm liking the 2 bits of fencing. Now, in this front corner, do I want it in this front corner or here? I'm not sure where I want it, but let me show you what I am thinking. I'm thinking we drop some coins. That's just one of my favourite little things to do. Let's put a coin in both areas and see what I think. Oh, I didn't want to put that away. Let's drop one here and just see if it looks right. Let's see. I think I like it more on the left. What do you think? Let me know if I should change that. But we put the coin there, that way you can still walk here and it's meant to be like the money that your villager can spend. I just feel like something in this area now is lacking. Let's jump back in to the storage yet again, and maybe something will take my fancy. I do already have an idea, so let me just quickly put some stuff away. Hey, maybe the yellow leaf pile. If there's still space for that, honestly, that could work. That's not what I was thinking of doing, but that could definitely work. You like the coin on the left? Okay, perfect. I will leave it there then. Thank you. I'm thinking glowing moss. Just because glowing moss is yellow, or it can be yellow, I'd have to plant it enough times to make sure that I don't get like too green of a yellow moss, because I want it to be very yellow focused, I guess. Let's see, we'll get some of that. I did see some star fragments, so maybe I should grab those as well. But I don't want too many dropped items. I really like the coin, but I think, well, let me try the yellow leaf pile. How big is it before I try and place it? How big? Okay, I would have to pick up this fencing if I'm going to do the leaf pile, but let's take a look and see if it works. The leaf piles are so fun. Like, less so just in a 4x4 tile space, but if you can put leaf piles all over your pathing, I feel like they look really good. Okay, honestly, especially just because I need to hopefully make at least one more of these 4x4 builds, I feel like a leaf pile is not bad there. And the kind of orangey colours match in with the orange in the marigold, so I feel like hopefully that's fine. Hi Asa, nice to see you here. I hope you're doing good. I think this is good, right? For our first 4x4 build of the day. I'm going to take a picture because later on, not on stream, but later on tonight, I will be recording this for my short series. So I just want to remember like what items I was using, and now we literally just take it all down. Oh, my voice. Sorry. Yeah, we just go ahead and take it all down. And let's get thinking of what would be good for the next 4x4 build. I have some options written on my paper, so I'll read them out, and if anyone has a strong preference for what I should build, feel free to say. A fairy shrine garden. Not sure how I'll work that out, but like that was an idea that came to me. A cliff top or waterfall area. A swinging bench area. A train. A like pizza delivery, like motorbike type build. A summer lemonade stand. I could do a build inside my house, so like a home bathroom or something, or an autumn book nook. So if any of those jumped out at you, feel free to let me know. If not, by the time I've like sorted this out, I'll pick which one I want to build. And exciting, I will be having a video out next week. I'm posting weekly long videos at the moment, shorts every other day, and then I'm not sure what my live schedule is going to be. I think like minimum a live stream every fortnight, so every 2 weeks. So that way every week you would get a long video plus at least 3 or 4 shorts, and then every other week you would also get a live stream. So that's my current schedule that I'm going with. Let me just whack some pathing down. I'm not sure what I'm going to build, but let me just get some pathing down just to change out this this brown. The brown like isn't doing much for me. Okay, we've got a request for waterfall. We could do a waterfall. We could definitely do a waterfall. Waterfalls are like my thing. Not that I can claim to have like invented waterfalls in Animal Crossing, but I will just say my YouTube channel is called Crossing Falls, and I've had a YouTube for like 4 or 5 years. I didn't like take it seriously for a long time, but I am taking it seriously now. I'm trying to post more regularly and stuff. But yeah, when I called myself Crossing Falls, that was because that was because I love waterfalls so much. Jazz. Okay, do you know what? I wasn't sure because I was like, oh, is it like cuz one? But yeah, Jazz is great. It's so nice to meet you, Jazz. I may take down, shockingly, I may have to take down the fence. Actually, I don't have to take down the fence, I'll just build it somewhere else. Because I know that like if I do a waterfall, it probably won't fit in here. So why don't we go somewhere else and we'll build our waterfall. Let me grab all my stuff. Come on over. Come on over. Shall I build a waterfall? Well, this is a bit crowded. I don't know if I like that very much. Maybe I will build it. This is just like my safe space on my island. This area with the fencing is just like where I always do my build, so I feel like I'm just so comfortable making builds here. And let's see. I think like the magic of waterfalls is that a lot of the items in the game aren't interactable with, and that can be a bit like boring, or kind of, we all know like we wish we could sit in the paddling pool, or we wish we could interact with the items more, and it's not super possible with a lot of them. But waterfalls, because they constantly are moving, I don't know, to me they feel very interactive. Let's get building. I'm going to start with a 3x3 tile cliff that just feels kind of natural. This may not be in a 4x4 tile space, only because I've done waterfalls in a 4x4 tile space before, and I don't know how I would change up on that, so I feel like I should just embrace that it won't be and just do something new. But then maybe I should try and make it in a 4x4 tile space, because that's kind of my whole branding for the short series. Do you know what? I had to give a speech at work the other day, and that's how I feel a bit like right now. This is less stressful, I will say, but my god, oh my god, the speech at work was so stressful. It wasn't even a speech, I'm not sure what you would call it. It was, you know, the thing where you have a PowerPoint, a presentation. It was a presentation. And I was not in charge, and I think that almost made it worse, because rather than it being my presentation and like, if anything goes wrong, I'm the one responsible, it was fully my boss's presentation. So if I messed up, I was letting her down, and that was really scary, because I didn't want to mess up. And so she led most of the presentation, and I just had to talk a little bit about my job and what it entails and what it means for me. But yeah, my goodness, I was properly stressed out about it. But it went fine. The room was so hot though. We are like right in the middle of a really hot summer. I'm assuming it's pretty hot most places, but yeah, especially in London, it has been really warm. And the room I was doing that presentation in was so hot. And then because I was nervous, I was already like feeling sick, and I was in this super hot room. And it just wasn't good, and it wasn't fun. But I got through it, and I think that's also sometimes just how it is, especially at work. You just have to do not very fun things. And as long as you get through it, life's good. Let's go for a blue colour scheme for the waterfall. Only because I've done pink and white before, so I want to do something different. And I'm seeing these blue hyacinths, and I'm thinking they could look really nice next to like bright blue water. Let me drink. I'm trying not to swallow right in the camera, or right in the microphone, because I personally hate like chewing, swallowing noises. Yeah, I can't stand it. And that's something at work. They have a radio, right? And so when the radio is playing, it's nice, there's a nice bit of noise. But most of us eat our lunch in the office. And on the weekends, they don't play the radio. I'm not really sure why. And so today I was trying to eat my lunch and I had crisps. And I was trying to eat them so quietly because I don't want to be in the office chewing on crisps really loudly. And I was worried that everyone could hear me. But, oh well. Live, laugh, love. They were good crisps though. They're cheese and onion, but not the Walker's cheese and onion. They're the Kettle Crisps cheese and onion. Very good. Very, 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 very tasty. Okay, I think I need one thing back here, and then I'm going to be rounding out the corners of this cliff. Yeah, presentations are stressful. And I studied acting at my university, so that meant a lot of, we still had essays and we still had like proper degree work, but some of my assessments were presentations. And when your degree is writing on a presentation, pressure's on. Pressure is really on. That was not my favourite thing to do. Okay, I've got the Great Purple Emperor butterfly model, that might work. Maybe the gnome would be cute. I need to basically add an extra step of cliff so that I have space to place my items. I'm trying to add, there we go. Let's go. Hi. Trash bag fashion lover. Wow. No, I've not I've not done that. That's cool if you have though. A bag liner. No, I feel like that's something that they would have made me do when I was in school. I studied textiles as one of my GCSEs before I moved schools. When I moved schools, they made me drop it, sadly. And I feel like they would be like, oh, make an outfit out of a trash bag. I'm doing good, Essa. I'm just tired because I was in work today and a little bit nervous because it's my first ever stream, but it's fine. I'm having fun and I'm getting some prep in for the shorts I have to make for next week, so I feel like overall life is good. Life is very, very good. How are you doing? Trash bag fashion lover, I want you to tell me about your like fashion choices. Will I wear one? Look, if I hit 10k subscribers just for you, I will wear a trash bag on live. Okay, here is the little cliff. Now I want to expand these waterfalls out just a little bit. We'll turn them into a loop, so I just stand here. I've done this quite a few times. I have lots of mini fairy waterfalls on my island, so I really like them. Here we go, and then there can just be one thing in this corner if I still want it to be fitting within that 4x4 tile space thing. So I do have a good idea of what can go in that corner, and I'm thinking I customize a mush lamp to be blue. That's what I'm thinking. When I first got Animal Crossing, on like my very first island, which was never shown on YouTube, I was obsessed with the mush lamps and the hyacinth lamps and all the glowing items, and I put them absolutely everywhere, and I was making like hedge mazes full of lamps, and it was just, for whatever reason, that was what really held my interest when I first got the game. I was really genuinely obsessed with them. I'm recording my face, by the way, just through my laptop's webcam, and I think if I'm going to do this regularly, I should probably get a better webcam. I did consider like streaming through my phone, which is how I do when I'm doing my face videos. I record on my phone, but the issue with it is, the issue with it for me is that I want to have my phone so that I can check like for chat and everything at the same time. But all is good. Sorry, I got distracted. Do you have a flea or no? I think I saw this grasshopper jump at the same time that Sly moved and I thought he had a flea, but I think we are good. Trash bag, fashion lover. I'm trying to make them mainstream fashion and hope everyone tries. Feel free to, save this moment, and I promise, were I ever to hit 10k subscribers, I will wear a trash bag. Okay, there we go. That mesh lamp looks so nice. I really like that. Let me start putting... Where's my fencing gone? Did I put it away? Oh, that is actually really annoying that I put it away. But let me get it back out and we'll put the 4x4 space back around and we'll see if it still fits in the 4x4 area. I think I might have a little bit more space on the right that I can add stuff, but I may be getting confused. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Oh, I had such a good dinner tonight, but I'm very, very full. Sainsbury's does this thing, and it's a bit fancy, so I would not normally buy it for myself, but my mum was up visiting me and she very, very, very kindly bought it for me. They do like dinner, a 2-person dinner, and you get a main, a side, and a dessert. So I had the same exact thing yesterday because I split it in two, because it's a 2-person dinner, but I was eating on my own. And I had chicken Kiev, which is, I've not had one in like years, like 10 years. My grandma used to make them. So yeah, I've not had a chicken Kiev in absolutely forever, but I had that. And I had dauphinoise potatoes, and then I also had, oh my god, what are they called? Like the little chocolate cups that you put in the microwave and you open them and they have like chocolate in the middle. It was so good, but today I ate way too quickly because I was getting ready for the stream and I felt very, very full. Very, very full. That is not what I wanted to do. Hi, Carol. Thank you, Jazz. I'm glad it's looking good. I'm very glad. Hi, Carol. I hope you're doing well. We're planning out mini builds for my short series because I have to plan them anyway, so I thought I may as well jump on a live and do some planning of them, and hopefully everyone can see a little bit more the process of how I make them. So I could put something here. Should I put my other flower in here? Yeah, I reckon that's good. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. Fencing in Animal Crossing, I genuinely think is so underrated. Like, I kind of forget that it exists and that you can use it. Like, obviously I use it here for the 4x4 build, but when I'm doing my big builds, I just always seem to, I don't know, I just don't gravitate towards fencing. But am I right that this is now 4x4? Yes, okay, there we go. There is our waterfall, pretty simple. Yeah, I didn't go too crazy with it, but hopefully you like it, and I'll be turning this into one of the shorts for my short series very, very soon. Okay, let me take a picture. Once again, I want to remember how it looks so that I can record it later. Oh, teehee. Oh, that's not what I was trying to do. I really like the gnome. He looks so fancy up there. And now we do the boring bit, which is taking the waterfall down, because I need the space free. Let's get going. But yeah, if I'm going to stream regularly, I would definitely consider getting a different webcam, just because I feel like streaming through the laptop might not be the best quality, but also that's just what I was feeling for today. Like I say, it was kind of impromptu, and because it's my first stream, I was also worried about like the sound, and I just want to make sure that everything is working correctly. The gnomes do come in other colours. I don't have any questions for you trash bag fashion lover. I don't have any questions. Thanks though. Yeah, my tea was so nice. And Sainsbury's, like I say, I would not buy the 2-course dinner for myself, but I definitely think it's affordable, and actually like the deal itself is quite good. Just normally I try to cook from scratch. I said that like I'm a really good cook, and I'm not. I mainly cook pasta, and I don't even cook my own rice. I cook, do you guys know the microwave rice bags? That's what I cook. That's what I cook most of the time. It's very, very basic. But it's good, and also like, when you've worked a long day, I personally am not the type of person who wants to cook. I just want to eat some food quickly and like move along. Okay, we need to do we want to do another 4x4 build? Or honestly, what I'm thinking of doing now is just quickly trying to do an area on my island, because I don't want to stream for that much longer, but I'm gonna aim for about like an hour max, hour 10, hour 20 tonight. I don't think I'm gonna be making this whole like 3 Little Pigs area here, but let me see. I just need to find a tiny area. Ooh, this is like a quick island tour if you've not seen it. This is one of my favourite areas. The overall theme is kind of fairy vibes and just fun, light, colourful. Oh, it's also, the island is called Bookling, and the idea was to kind of do fairy tales, and whilst you're not seeing a lot of fairy tales in this area, I do have book-inspired builds and fairy tale-inspired builds. For example, let me show you. This right here is inspired by one of my favourite books of all time, The Little Prince, and if you look up, the moon in the background is meant to be his planet that he came down from. That was like the vibe I was going for. Oh, a garden centre is a really good idea. I like that. We could do a garden centre. What I might do, just to change it up, only because I already did, I think just before you joined, I did a flower market. We could build something inside the home, because I feel like I've not done a lot of home interiors, and I know that I get some requests quite often. Oh my goodness, there's cockroaches in my home because I've not been in here in long enough. Gross. But yeah, because I get some requests sometimes for house interiors, maybe I should do that. Oh my god, so many cockroaches. Oh guys, whoa, this is like a live viewer sneak peek. This video is going to be a short, this house interior. I already recorded it, I've already edited it, so you're getting to see like a little preview of something that will be up on my shorts pretty soon. But let's work on a garden centre then. Let's do this. Do you know what, Jazz? I've heard of Roblox, but I've not played it. I don't really know what it's about, but I have like heard of it. Let's clean this area out. And I went onto your channel, Jazz, and I saw that you do like Roblox edit. So if anyone watching is into Roblox, check out Jazz. That's Cuz1Only's channel. If you're interested in some Roblox edits and stuff like that, your channel is really cool. So yeah. Okay, I feel like the best thing to start with would be some flooring and some walling. For a garden centre, I do think a window would be cool. I've got Cityscape, Summit. We're not going to do a graveyard wall, that would be weird. You know what I might do? I may not make this in my actual house, because I'm just thinking I have like zero home decor that is house themed. What I just said did not make sense and was not what I was trying to say. I have 0 items that are flower themed in my home storage, but you know what I do have? The Room Sketch app. The Room Sketch app. And so, whoa, does that look familiar? Yeah, that's because I design all of my home decor in here first, and then I just order in the items I want. If anyone is wondering, like you've not seen this before maybe, or you're just like not familiar, Room Sketch, I think you have to have a paid DLC to have access to it, unfortunately. Yeah, but if you do have a DLC, then you can also get the Room Sketch app. So that's cool. You get rid of cockroaches just by running over them, which is awful. I would say for a game that's like quite, I don't know, it's quite friendly, right? Animal Crossing, everything's quite cute. It's a bit gross that the way you get rid of cockroaches is running over them. And I don't know if you saw, but when I did run over them, they have a little ghost animation that comes up. It's not my favourite thing. The cockroaches, I personally don't think are a cool addition. I'm not like, oh, I love the cockroaches. What a fun New Horizons feature. Do you know what? Maybe it wasn't even New Horizons. Like, I don't know. Maybe they always had cockroaches. But for me, like, I feel like I experienced some more in New Horizons because I don't go into my house very often. What I'm trying to look for, by the way, guys, is an accent wall of, like, a window, because I feel like in a garden house? What? Is that what I'm doing? Is it called a garden house? Or is it called a greenhouse? Garden centre. Garden centre. I feel like garden centres are normally made of glass and they have, like, an outdoor area. So see, for example, this might work. This could definitely work. Oh, I can't. I was gonna like run through and show you, but because I'm in the Sketch app, I actually can't. But you see, we've got the outside wall, and then we'll make the rest of the garden centre inside. What do I need? I definitely need a seating area. Garden centres always have a little cafe going on. And I won't hit otherwise, that's just a fact as far as I'm concerned. They always have a cafe. We have this beautiful garden centre where I live. And it has the most, like, amazing, like, cooking area. So you can get frozen pastries and then you just cook them in your oven and it's so good. And me and my friends go there and you can get high tea. It's not very fancy, but it's like a nice high tea. I really like it there. I don't go often. Oh my goodness, and the garden centre in Christmas, they put up all the Christmas decorations. I love it. I got a cockroach. Do you know what? That is so valid. I feel like, yeah, the cockroaches are gross. They're not cool, they're not fun. I'm just figuring out what seating I want, but I feel like these chairs with the metal are pretty garden vibed. And then I need a chair. No, I don't need a chair. I need a table. A table. There we go. I'll also make this dark wood. For anyone new that is joining, I'm just planning out builds for my short series. So I do mini builds in a 4x4 tile space. In this instance, I'm doing an indoor build just for, I don't know, something a bit different. I don't do indoor builds very often, but I thought it would be cool. I thought it could be something fun. And like I say, I've had a few requests to do more indoor builds, so I thought I would get that going today for you guys. That's nice. Some muffins. Now we really need to get the garden centre vibe. And I know what I'm looking for. It just might take me a little bit of time to find it, but I know they have this like garden display case and it's got flowers in it and it's gorgeous and beautiful, so I'm gonna look and hopefully I have access to that in here. I feel like I should, but yeah, let me have a look for it. And whilst I'm at it, if I see items that kind of take my fancy, I will just get them out. Oh, you know what I'm very excited about? This is like my big thing that's going on in my life at the moment. My braces, September 4th, braces are coming off. Finally, I've had them for nearly 3 years. And I'm just like, ugh, I feel too old. I'm 21 years old and I still have braces. I got them put on quite late just because they were waiting to see if like my baby teeth would come out, and then they didn't, etc. But yeah, I'm very excited to have them off, and I get them off like 5 days before I graduate. So, I've technically graduated from my university, but the actual graduation ceremony is in September for my department. I'm in the arts and creative industries, and we all graduate in September. So yeah, I'm very, very excited about that, looking forward to it. I'm not seeing the flower display case that I wanted. I might not have it. If I don't have it though, I'll figure something else out, that's fine. That, here, there, here. Okay, I've been placing a whole bunch of items, and the good thing is that now they should be showing in my, like, there's a most recently used tab, so I'm gonna go for those. Let's clean up a little bit. Okay. Do you know what? I was not mad at this pergola. If I put it in the back corner, and I just need to decide, is this the colour I want? I think the green ivy is quite nice, to be fair. And then if I put this display case right here, oh, does it not go back? Okay, it has to be there, that's fine. Look, it should look, continue. It should look a bit like a Wendy house or something, so that's what I'm going for. You're gonna do an age reveal. You're 13. Oh my goodness. So you're 13, so you're year 9? That's like that's a good age. First year being a teenager. Very exciting. Well, I don't know if it's exciting. My god, I feel like 13 was so long ago. Oh. Okay. Let's add a barrier kind of section out the eating zone. I reckon that's good. The weather today was so weird. It really threw me off because it's been so hot for quite a few days. And so today I go to work in my little like summer work outfit. I had a little shirt on and shorts. My office is very casual, so we are allowed to wear shorts. I'm not just being like wildly inappropriate in the office, I promise. So I went to work in my shorts, and then I left the house and it was raining. It was raining, and worse than it was raining, it was cold. Let me just see, I just want to drag myself a bit smaller so that I can actually see what I'm doing. So sorry about that, everybody. I couldn't see what was going on in this corner. So there we go. I've got this flower display case. Let's get some more trees. That might be a bit too big. I feel like it's blocking out the little eating area a bit, which isn't exactly what I want. It's tricky. Live building is really tricky. Maybe the wedding flower stand. Let's see. Honestly, that could work. Yeah, that's not bad. I think a rug in the centre as well could really help. Let me take a look at the rugs. Because I'm thinking, I know that there's kind of tiles. If I went like this, can I fit them how I want? Yes. And now it's like a little walkway down the centre. I feel like that's cool. Let's go for that. I like this. This is the Lily record player. And the reason that's kind of jumping out to me is because if you were actually building this in your house, you could have like records playing the whole time. Yeah, basically insert bubblegum KK here and just play it on loop, because I love a good bit of bubblegum KK. I really do. I know that there is other flower rugs that I could try and put in. I'm just not sure. Do you know what this may need? It may need refining. Oh, it's so tricky. It's so tricky. No problem. Well, I say no problem. A little bit of a problem is that I don't know how I'm going to finish this. I just, like, don't you agree that something is not quite right here? I think it's because, well, I think, let me remove these. Okay. Let's just go more basic. Let's go for symmetry. Boom. Let's put a rug right in the center. Do I want the rose? Okay, we need to change colors. I think that's part of it. Because the colors aren't tying together in a way that I like. So let's go white and bright and uplifting, and hopefully that will start to bring stuff together. But I was enjoying the dark brown. But you know what? It wasn't working. It wasn't working for me. I'm not great at home design. I think that's also why when I get requests for home decor, I kind of have been avoiding it, because I'm not very good. But oh well, no problem. I actually just stop saying no problem. I'm trying to be really aware of like words I say, not specifically on this live, but as in me in general. Because I notice I get phrases stuck in my head and then I just keep saying the same phrase again and again. And that's not fun for anyone. It's not fun for me, and it's definitely not fun for people who have to listen to me. Luckily I have good friends who wouldn't tell me off, but yeah. Okay, we'll put a little rug in that corner. Do you know what, I'm just not vibing with this. I still like the pergola. I think that display case just wasn't working. But there was the other display case. Does this let me change colours? It does. Let's try the white display case here. Let's see. I think that's better, and I think I can place stuff on top of this, right? That would be awesome if I can place items on top. Can I? Yes. Okay, perfect. That's already making me feel a whole lot better about this build. Okay. And I guess we'll add flowers. Honestly, the food in-game looks absolutely delicious. Like Animal Crossing, I feel like all video game food looks good, but I will say Animal Crossing probably has some of the best, yummiest looking food that I've seen. I just need a few little something just kind of in this gap. I'm not convinced that a leaf pile is going to fit, but we could try. Hold on, there is still a way I could try and make it fit. If I bring this in. Now does it fit? Okay, no. And then here. But yeah, Animal Crossing food looks absolutely delicious. Okay, we'll put a leaf pile there. And just something here. And then honestly, even though I'm aware that this is not my best work ever, we may just have to go with it. Because like I say, I'm not great at designing interiors. And I will work on it, I will practice, I will probably refine before I would post it. Let's just chuck some stuff on the walls. Sometimes when I'm stuck with interiors, I think just whack anything you've got on the wall and it might help. that's not my best advice ever, but it's what I'm gonna go with for today. Do what you will. Has anybody watched the new F1 movie or the new Superman? I watched them both very recently in the cinemas, and I personally enjoyed both. I would say I really liked F1. F1 I thought was awesome. I thought was super cool. It made me like feel stuff. Yeah, I was a big fan of F1. The new Superman I found okay. I will say I'm not a huge action film fan in general. Like, I wouldn't say that's my top choice of films to watch, but I was watching it with my new flatmates, so I wanted to go. Let's put something on this side. But yeah, so I would say I'm not the biggest fan of action movies, but I did want to watch it. I guess what I would say about the new Superman, I personally preferred Man of Steel, but I spoke to someone who's a big fan of the comics, and he said if you've watched the comics, then the new Superman is way, way better and like way more popular. For me personally, as someone who doesn't know the comics, who just watched them as films, I preferred Man of Steel, which is the old Superman. I just thought it was a bit more interesting. I think part of my issue with the new Superman was just that I didn't really care for him, and because as far as I'm aware, like, Superman can't die. That might be wrong, but even I don't want to give spoilers. If you've not watched Batman vs Superman, close your ears for 30 seconds. Everyone closed? Okay. I know that in Batman vs Superman, technically Superman dies, but then he comes back to life, either in that film or in like the next film. I don't really remember. You can uncover your ears now. So knowing that he can't really die, I wasn't worried. I think that's the issue with Superman in general, is that I just don't find myself feeling concerned for him because I know he's not gonna die. So that's why, to me, the film wasn't as good. To me personally. Let's chuck a light on the ceiling. What looks good? What looks good? Ooh, maybe the hanging shelves, honestly. That could work. Is there a white version? Okay. Yeah, let's go for those. I do still want to put in a light, but I reckon that was not a bad shout. We'll just go for white. And we'll put this nicely up in the front. And then I saw some glowing moss vines, and I feel like those could be cool. Especially because, like I say, this is meant to be garden centre. I wish I could walk through it, but I feel like this is not awful. I'm not sure if the glowing vines are helping. In fact, I've said I'm not sure, but I pretty much know that they are not helping. I personally don't like them. I thought they were going to look cool and mysterious, but they just look a bit weird, so we'll take those down. Okay, I think this is it. I'll get some screenshots. You know, this is not awful. It's not my best ever, I don't think, but a little garden centre. I'm not mad at it. Hopefully you are also not mad at it. I'll bring myself back. Hi guys. Let me save this design. The sketch app is really cool. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end it here then today. We built 3 mini builds. That's very close on my face. No, we built 2 mini builds and we built 1 house design. Did some planning, had a good chat. I think for our first live, hopefully it went okay. Hopefully you all had fun. I'm definitely gonna work and hopefully get better at talking live and not getting distracted by what I'm doing. It's really made me respect live streamers. I feel like that's not even something that I considered how difficult it would be. But I genuinely, thanks Carol, I'm glad you like it. I genuinely thank everyone who came and watched today, anyone who chatted to me, it was so lovely to talk to you. But yeah, anybody who even hopped on or who might be watching this once the video is posted or like once the live has ended, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you, Jazz. I'm glad you liked it. I'm gonna keep working on my interior design skills for sure. Not something that comes naturally. But yeah, I'm very grateful to everyone who came and hung out. I'm gonna end it here for today. Thank you all